Hello everybody, welcome to Nihonten Productions and to another Dead Meat reaction. Today we're gonna watch the kill count for VHS Viral in 2014 and released in 2014. So according to what was kinda low-key mentioned in the last one, this might not be as good as the last one. Kinda let out kind of a subtle like hint as to this one might be not as good. Also, it's the last one from the original trilogy. So yeah, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I don't think I have to do a longer intro. Let's just dive right in and check if it's really worse than the first one, which I had good moments, but yeah, the whole rapey stuff was kinda sus. Anyway, okay, let's go. Oh, also I'll be recording two videos, two Dead Meat review back to back. So this might be, I'm in for a long ride today.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice.
I'm Chelsea Rebecca.
And I'm leaving.
Nope. We're in this together as we're looking at VHS Viral.
See, that doesn't look good.
Straight to VOD.
When one of them want to leave before, that's not a good sign.
I'm gonna go drink.
Oh, me too. Even though I kind of like my segment.
Well, that's great for you. Viral is the third VHS movie, and it trades in the grungy home movies for vlogs and viral videos. It tries to be about internet culture, I guess, but boy, does it fucking suck at it. It's neither a fun, misguided early attempt like Cry Wolf or Stay Alive, nor a more accurate recent depiction like Spree or Deadstream. It feels like it was written by people who don't know anything about being online, and filmed by people who don't care about found footage. The first two VHSs kept their segments grounded in the premise. Yeah, there were crazy monsters running around, but they all still felt like actual tapes you might find somewhere. Conversely, VHS Viral really
also there were two segments in the last one that had like first person POV, which was kind of cool and had kind of a, like you said, a found footage feel to it. Now if they go for the viral thing, might be less, especially if it's not done right, this might be really cringy.
Stretches its definition of found footage. There's just way too much coverage and editing. Even some of the filmmakers knew it wouldn't fit in.
How do you guys feel? Do you think this is going to play well into the franchise?
This is easily the worst film in the franchise.
Love the quick cut.
Seriously, it's not even close. What's sad is that the three main segments all have some degree of promise, but are flawed in different ways. The wraparound story, meanwhile, is the messiest and most confusing segment of any VHS film. It alone sinks viral to the bottom, and none of the other shorts are buoyant enough to bring it back up. This movie's so bad, the franchise went into hibernation for 7 years after its release.
Yeah.
And God, it came back strong in the 2020s, because Viral would have been a sad note to leave the series on. How many viewers will be sacrificed?
Huh. Aha! It worked. Well,
I guess the little Yatsus was rewarded, I should say, since the last before the Yatsus was bad and the one returning after the Yatsus was good. So this might have been a good idea to shelf it for a while.
what are you up to now?
What's with the Muppet?
It's simple. You see, after a couple failed attempts to take over your physical life, I realized I just need your precious online footprint. My plan was to hack your personal information, but that proved difficult.
Yeah, that's because I have today's sponsor, NordVPN. It helps me stay safe with next-generation encryption while also blocking malware, keeping me safe from malicious sites, downloads, trackers, and intrusive ads. And with the ability to connect up to 6 devices at once, I'm able to make sure I'm always protected.
I know about NordVPN. Oh, how it has vexed me these months. I tried to send you files with malware attached to feed me your information,
But the Threat Protection Pro virus scanner clocked it before it could get to me?
it's true, but I will not be stopped. I've learned the arcane arts to trap you in this eternal prison. I'll let you out, though.
Convenient.
Your phone and all your passwords.
Well, that's a terrible plan.
Why?
Stop biting me! No Rooter am at Tess! No! No need for arcane arts. Protect yourself with NordVPN by going to nordvpn.com/deadmeat to get a huge discount on a 2-year plan, plus 4 additional months. That's nordvpn.com/deadmeat, or click the link below. How many viewers will be sacrificed to the almighty algorithm? Let's find out and get to the kills. The movie begins with a butt blowing in the breeze. Wow, a butt this time. That's different than the usual boobs. Oh, never mind. The movie's wraparound Vicious Circles follows Kevin, an amateur vlogger in Los Angeles. He spends all
Still a lot of fan service anyway.
the livelong day filming his girlfriend in her underwear. Iris sometimes digs it,
I love it when you record me.
and other times does not.
God damn it, Kev. No one to turn that thing off.
This dude is obsessed with his camera and hopes to go viral one day. He sees a chance when a car chase on the news goes past his house.
Haven't you ever wanted to be a part of something bigger than you?
He thinks if he can capture this out-of-control ice cream truck, it'll be his ticket to internet fame. He rushes outside to film the chaos, but while he argues with a cop, Iris gets a notification on her phone that seems to put her in a trance. She wanders out into the street, but before Kevin can grab her, the ice cream truck comes back and flattens the police officer. Iris goes missing, and as Kevin gets a FaceTime from her, the movie launches into the first segment. Alright, I'm already pissed off covering this piece of shit. Hey hon, can you come in before I go all Jason Takes Manhattan on this episode?
You got it. I don't know if I like this or if I'm just falling in love with my captor. The first.
I wonder what he means by take my that. I don't know. Not sure what he means by going full Jason Takes Manhattan. No. What's in that one that's different from the others? Aside from the Bulls, it's in New York. Well, partly. I don't know.
Segment Dante the Great takes the form of a documentary about its titular subject. It's the first red flag of this movie, abandoning the found footage format. Like, a documentary thing could work, but not in a VHS movie. When you start adding sound design and intentional editing, it starts to feel less found footage and more footage I found playing at 1 a.m. on A&E in 2005.
The magician known as Dante the Great was arrested today.
While he's a big shot magician now, Dante, whose real name is John McMullins, began with humble origins. In case you didn't believe the film's insistence this man was trash, here he is doing card tricks for the boys on top of actual garbage.
Why don't you make some beer up here? Be useful.
His mom even looks like she curled her hair with beer cans for this interview. Not her normal beer cans, mind you. The ones for when company comes over. Dante's
A fucking mullet cut also.
fortunes change thanks to a magical cloak once owned by Harry Houdini, who used it to summon hot chicks. Nice. But Houdini grew afraid of the cloak and ditched it, and it eventually wound up in Dante's hands. I'm not sure who printed instructions for the evil cloak on 8.5 by 11 printer paper, but that was nice of them.
Nobody's really sure where he got the cloak.
And we'll get no help from the guy with the magicianist name ever. Oh hey, that's actor John Curran, who played a pilot in Quarantine 2, and more importantly, the doctor in Too Many Cooks.
Kill me!
The cloak is no parlor trick. It enables real magic that can bend reality
The only thing I know about Too Many Cooks is the opening. The rest I am not really sure.
to Dante's whim. He's literally the guy from that one hypothetical scenario in Chuck Klosterman's book, Sex, Drugs, and Cocoa Puffs. Let us assume you met a rudimentary magician. Let us assume he can do 5 simple tricks. He can pull a rabbit out of his hat, he can make a coin disappear, he can turn the ace of spades into the Joker card, and 2 others in a similar vein. However, it turns out he's doing these 5 tricks with real magic. Would this person be more impressive than Albert Einstein? America says hell yes, and Dante becomes an overnight sensation. Instant fame and black magic have a predictably negative effect on him, causing him to come down with a nasty case of CG demon face.
Hey, what's up? Andrew Kramer here.
This premise is cool, a guy finding a cape that's actually magic, but I'd much rather see it in the classic found footage style. Still, Justin Welborn's great in this role that was written just for him. He's a friend of filmmaker Greg Bishop's, who cast him in his first 2 features as well. We've seen Welborn before in Final Destination as Carter.
Carter,
No, not that Carter, the racist one in...
Oh, I was gonna say, what the hell? He doesn't look like. Okay, this one looks more.
The bad one. Dante has a problem when the cloak starts running low
Yeah, kind of.
on magic juice.
he had to feed it, and it was only hungry for one thing.
Boobs? If it's boobs, then you're in the right franchise. But no, it's actually hungry for blood. So Dante sacrifices his lovely assistant. Instead of a towel, he hands this shower show girl a cloak of death. Women keep signing up to be the assistant for the magician whose assistants keep going missing, including this woman who's killed via demonic Dutch oven. This very unlikely footage was provided to the police by Dante's latest assistant, Becky Lynch. Oh, that's not Becky. Her name's Scarlett? You sure? She found...
She does really look like a lot like Becky Lynch, though.
found the tapes in his escape room-ass secret circuit board drawer.
Dante recorded everything. He always needed an audience.
Oh, Dante, you and Evil Cape would have been the kings of Twitch streaming. Scarlett dreams of becoming a magician herself and hopes to benefit from Dante's tutelage. A beautiful magician's assistant who wants to be a magician but works for a chauvinist who assumes magic is the key to landing babes. Damn, I love Leprechaun 3. While no one else ever learned the secret of his cloak, Dante takes a liking to Scarlett and teaches her how to harness some of its power. I'm not sure what she thinks she's doing here, but good for her. The two wind up developing a close relationship. And just like Seymour Krellborn, Dante realizes the object of his affection has an abusive boyfriend that can be fed to his plant. Cloak. He kills the abuser by breaking his neck, and the cloak helps him finish the disappearing act. This segment, that I do enjoy despite my jobs, was written and directed by Greg Bishop. He'd go on to direct Siren, the feature adaptation of Amateur Night from the first VHS. For Dante the Great, he was inspired by a 2007 article about a police raid on David Copperfield's warehouse. Working with a low budget, he got creative with production. When a carpet store near him caught fire, he filmed the firefighters putting it out and wrote a fire injury script. And for everything in Vegas, they just did drive-by shots and replaced the signs in post-production. For the floating crowd shot, he had to make it work with only enough extras to fill 1 row. Many comps and some green screen wire work later, he had the final effect, which includes his cameo. Dante probably should have made all those snuff tapes disappear because now he's got a SWAT team knocking at his door. They get to the theater and Dante the Great gets fucking swatted while he's filming a segment for World's Greatest Magic or something. By the way, what touring Broadway production got kicked out of the Pantages so Dante could have a residency? He's taken into custody in front of a crowd of fans. Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. Thanks to his cape, however, the cop in the car finds himself in cuffs, and it's revealed Dante was actually filming the whole time.
Hi, may I help you?
Hey, here's $100. I owe it to your son.
What the fuck?
Okay, Dante, I can see why all the baddies on the Vegas Strip would go missing for you. The police assure Scarlett that there's no such thing as magic, just as she gets yanked by the ass into the chair realm.
It's magic.
He's interrupted by the SWAT team again, so
Nice.
Dante casts her aside to deal with them. He mind freaks out, snapping the bones of 2
Oh, no.
approaching officers, then kills a third by unwrapping him like a
Not Chris Angel.
Dante puppeteers a cop body and uses it to shoot 2 more officers who do some stunt guy backflips. All the while, Dante throws out cheesy one-liners that I can't help but love.
Welcome to to the show.
This is exactly who this guy is. He has a damn flavor saver, for fuck's sake. Pyrotechnics light one dude on fire before he's force thrown against a wall, and a final officer is tucked goodnight into a bed of nails. We've now totally lost the plot in regards to where these cameras are supposed to be. Who is recording this? The documentary crew? They don't get paid enough?
So in this film, when all hell breaks loose, I decided to shift into more traditional cinematic filmmaking techniques.
Yeah.
Caught up with all the footage and we're now in real time.
So you literally just...
I was gonna say early on when you start showing the let's say the footage, that this looked like more of a traditional movie rather than something like the others that does have the found footage, which is supposed to be because it's called VHS, so they normally have to find VHSs. So a bunch of them actually, that is the connection for all the different segments and stuff. But yeah, it does have more of a, which is weird because who's filming that?
Abandoned the found footage format. But that's the series. 2 more SWAT guys show up and manage to gun Dante down, but it turns out this was magical friendly fire. He's actually swapped places with the other officer.
Ta-da.
Too bad that quick change left the cloak up for grabs, so Scarlet harnesses its Bugs Bunny powers and steals Dante's gun. The two grapple for the cloak, kicking off an all-out magic fight! They're flinging fireballs, they're walking on walls, they're throwing flocks of doves at each other.
Yes! We have doves!
You know, magic stuff. And still, it's all being recorded. Bishop filmed these fight scenes at a martial arts school owned by their producer. It gave them access to a bunch of stunt performers and a gym that became a theater backstage thanks to production designer Molly Coffey. I commend Bishop for going practical with the squibs and pyro.
You're on fire?
Yeah, he is. Even Dante's fireball was practical. They dipped a tennis ball in camping fuel, lit it on fire, and slid it down a wire they erased in post. And it looks
Okay.
great. After a while, Dante gains the upper slide.
Hey, I mean, it might be a shitty movie, but it's always fun to see the behind the scenes stuff.
Sleight of hand. He gets ready to feed Scarlet to his magic cape, but she's been practicing her own tricks. She conjures up some ropes that pull Dante back, and he's finally finished off, devoured by his own cape. Now the cape can enjoy all that saved flavor. Dante's eventually declared missing. I guess they just choose to ignore the copious footage of him being killed by magic, from multiple angles even. Somehow also someone filmed Scarlet burning the magic cloak. Here, fire, eat this picture too. Fire! Fire! God, that must...
Of all the gang in this group, I surely didn't expected Chelsea to be the one who does a Beavis reference.
Fire.
Maybe Zoran, maybe randomly from James, but that's weird. But hey, I'll take it.
Smells so evil. Later though, the cloak returns to check Scarlet out in those shorts. Alright, cloak, you can look but you can't touch. What did I just say? Thanks. Now I'm gonna have to put her on the count. Good job, cloak. Way to end the segment. Alright, I did my part. James, you're back in.
What? You're not going to talk a little bit about the interlude?
No, I'm not touching that.
We glitch back to the main narrative.
Okay.
Great. Dude, even the artifacts feel insincere in this one. God damn it. Kevin's trying to hunt down Iris on his bike while Iris says she's trapped in the ice cream truck and begs him to save her in a fucked up FaceTime call. Yo, wait, did Lily just slide into that DM? Don't show us images from the previous films. You'll only make us miss them more. Iris's call is going out to people all over the city, like this group of rubberneckers trying to catch a glimpse of the car chase. One eager beaver tries to get a better angle.
See you on YouTube, bitches.
But he leans out too far and loses his footing, falling to his death on the pavement below. Kevin bikes past the body as he pursues the ambulance. He gets into an argument with another group of BMXers who are also trying to get footage of the chase. So is this like a dystopian world where everyone fights to the death over viral footage? Cause like, I could get behind that, but you gotta show more of it. What the What the fuck are we watching? Kevin's still bickering when the ice cream truck comes back around and hits them. One guy gets stuck to the back of the truck and dragged down the street. This stunt is the best thing in this segment. They drag his ass for like a really long time, dude. Great work with this. And it looks extra painful when he rug burns his feet off against the asphalt. When Adam Wingard and Simon Barrett weren't able to return to the franchise, the producers asked Marcel Sarmiento to make the wraparound. With Vicious Circles, he wanted to do something different than the norm and make a bunch of mini segments. He only had 4 days to shoot it and had to deal with inconveniences like flat bike tires and streetlights that went out after a transformer blew. The goal was apparently to expand the franchise's mythology, but I just think it wound up a confusing mess. The chase ends when another cyclist takes a nasty tumble, which I think kills him, judging by that pool of blood near his head.
Sometimes it's better to go more simple than make it too complicated for nothing, especially if you don't land the let's say climax correctly, or the results, however you want.
Kevin picks up the guy's fallen GoPro, and the movie glitches into the next tape. The second segment is a Spanish language short titled Parallel Monsters. Amateur inventor Alfonso opts out of going to bed with his wife Marta. He's got to stay up and work on his, what is that, the edge of a pod racer engine? But he ain't working for Gasgano, he's working for science, and building a door that'll let him access other dimensions. His latest iteration works, opening up a portal to an alternate garage with an alternate Alfonso.
Ha funcionado, ¿no? Sí.
At first glance, the two seem completely identical, and they are absolutely giddy about that.
¿Cómo te llamas? Alfonso. Tú también, ¿no?
I love this excited performance by Gustavo Salmerón, who manages to play the alternate version slightly different. Other Alfonso successfully crosses through the portal, so the two decide to swap universes for 15 minutes.
Ahora tenemos los dos lo mismo en la cabeza. ¿Verdad?
I'm not sure. Is it the same thought Jack Quaid had when there were two of him?
I got you a Jack Quaid.
I got you, Jack Quaid.
Let's make him fuck.
What?
Actually, I can't
the
tell
hell?
exactly, but I think the two swap places so they can bang each other's wives. Is that cheating? Or just
That's what I
science?
thought.
Parallel Monsters was written and directed by Spanish filmmaker Nacho Vigalondo, who received an Oscar nod for his 2003 short film 7:35 in the Morning. He came to prominence with his first feature, the sci-fi thriller Time Crime, and wound up making Puka on the Hulu series Into the Dark. Both Alfonsos grab their cameras and walk into each other's houses. Wow, I can see he puts all his time and money into that machine and not like finishing those stairs. Come on, man, at least throw a varnish down. The two worlds seem like mirror versions of each other, basically identical except for some differing decor. Alfonso runs into other Marta in the kitchen, where she's spilling champagne all over the floor. People in this alternate world have drinking problems. She takes Alfonso out to the backyard where she's hosting two shirtless boys both named Oreo. They have a very normal conversation about it.
Oye, ¿os llamáis igual?
Sí.
¿Sois familia?
No, no. Nos llamamos igual, pero...
No, claro que eso no tiene nada que ver, no es el nombre que...
So what? Are the Alfonso's lives the same except one pair swings? Well, it might be more than that. Not really sure what's going on in this living room or what the hell's on the TV. And when he looks up, Alfonso sees the constellations right across the sky.
That
But
was,
he's got no cigar and no lady on his arm.
a sound.
His wife hanging out with two guys. I love how this short is creepy in a sci-fi mindfuck way. Kind of like Annihilation, or I guess Time Crimes. You're never quite sure what the deal is, as other Marta tells Alfonso it's his turn to use this, I want to say, bag of organs? But just like us, dear viewer, he's got no clue what the fuck's going on, and his hesitation spoils the mood. Aw, poor other Marta. She went from having 2 Oreos to no Oreos. Alfonso Prime should probably consider getting back to his real wife.
Oreos for you.
Have you considered what the demon cum version of you's doing with her? Because he's taking pictures of her sleeping, with the flash on? And the shutter sound too? Learn to stealth, man. OG Alfonso is stuck talking through his alternate self's crumbling marriage.
Porque hace ya mucho tiempo que mi autoestima no es importante en esta casa.
He sees some lights and noises and goes outside, where he finds a not-so-Goodyear blimp floating overhead. He runs into the Knott brothers Oreo, who aren't happy about getting blue balled or filmed without their consent.
estás grabando, pero a ti qué te pasa, tío?
The two reveal their, what the fuck, jack-o'-lantern looking true forms and chase Alfonso into the woods. So, is this a dimension of glowy-eyed pervs then? With Parallel Monsters, Vigalondo wanted to link two universes based on his own life experience. One domestic and a little bit boring, the other hypersexual and focused on sex all the time. He said the satanic elements aren't really important, they're just in the background because he likes the aesthetics of Satanism, Anton LaVey style. Other Alfonso's rubbing his magic lamp at Marta's expense. He exposes himself, revealing the hairy graboid he has in his pants. Meanwhile, the Orioles corner Alfonso Prime and whip out their own... I mean, I hesitate to call them penises. Looks more like a Skeksis fucked a rat and had a baby. I don't even know if I have to censor these bearded dragons or not. You know, I was really enjoying this segment, but the dick monsters knock it down a notch. Alfonso fights back with a screwdriver, oh my god, ouch, and runs back into the house. Other Marta has heard the commotion outside, and that kind of violence really gets her going. She strips and shows off her own naughty bits, which look like they're straight out of the Thing. Careful, Al, you could lose your arms in there. Alfonso avoids the penis flytrap with the fakest looking
Literally.
Just pow! He runs back through the portal and stumbles into his counterpart, now covered in blood. Alfonso too stabs the OG and escapes through the portal, only to get attacked by his wife. Other Marta's not happy about Alfonso's weak-ass punch, and she takes it out on her husband, chomping into him with her man-eater just as the portal closes. Unfortunately for Alfonso Prime, he ain't getting off easy either. His Marta comes downstairs covered in blood, and while we never find out exactly what happened to her, it's bad enough that she stabs her husband to death as the tape runs out. Fuck, we're back to the framing narrative where dumbass Kevin's still biking around looking for his dumbass girlfriend. The car chase passes by a backyard barbecue full of GTA characters, and oh boy, if you were hungry for stereotypes, you're about to get fed. This thing's like a Barbie movie, but for homies figures. This party's being held in honor of Alberto, who's just been released from prison. When police choppers fly overhead, this paranoid posse thinks someone's ratted them out. A fight breaks out in the form of random camera flashes, and when we come back, we see Alberto's good boy has taken a barbecue fork to the head. It causes the criminal to lose his cool, and when the camera cuts back, Alberto slaughtered the rest of the partygoers with the cutlery. He's spared his niece Lucy, who's holding the camera, but a loose gas hose causes a massive fireball that presumably kills them both. Alright, I'm sorry, I need another break from this vicious cycle. Zoran?
Yep, I got you, buddy. You should really try some Slivovitz. Takes the edge off this whole thing. Shivali. Our third and final segment is shoplifted straight from the shelves at the Try and Save. Bone Storm! Skateboarders Jason and Danny are getting up to some jackassery, which includes pulling off 6 stunts. Good lord, was that real? Oh, and also wiping out Peter Griffin style. To film their Plan B videos, they've hired a Craigslist cameraman, which always works out well. But this dude named Taylor turns out to be a Tony Hawk bro hater.
We all good? All clear, big dog.
He keeps pushing them to do dangerous stuff, hoping to get fucked up footage he can sell to the internet.
Don't make it. Chip. Fall. Don't make it.
Not sure why the guys put up with him. They clearly hate his guts.
I'm gonna fucking pistol whip the shit out of you if you interrupt me one more time.
Their antics get them kicked out of the local skate park. So to finish their video, Taylor suggests they drive down to Tijuana, but they need a little convincing.
They got firecrackers. They got weed. They don't card for alcohol.
Huh, that was easy.
And they also have totally real zebras!
Wasn't that hard?
From this remake of Losing It, they recruit another skateboarder and his dad's credit card. Pretty sure his name is Sean, but they just call him Gas Money Kid. Bone Storm was written by Justin Benson, who co-directed with Aaron Moorhead. They cameo as a couple of rollerbladers in a half-pipe brawl with the Skater Kids. The filmmaking duo have made critically acclaimed sci-fi horror features like Spring and the Endless, and directed episodes of Loki and Moon Knight. So they know their shit. As actual fans of skateboarding videos, Benson and Moorhead wanted to shoot on a VX2000 with a 4:3 aspect ratio, but they were forced to shoot in HD, so it couldn't be quite as authentic as they wanted.
People are gonna watch our segment looking for authenticity, and they're gonna be like, "That's not standard def." Yeah, we're gonna be humiliated.
We didn't use enough fisheye lenses.
They make it to Mexico, judging by the yellow traffic filter, Coco cosplayers, and Grim Fandango ads. There they stock up on fireworks.
Wow, that was a deep cut. Grim Fandango, wow. Love the game though. Was a classic, was it LucasArts? I think it was, point and click game. Really fun, really fun.
Put a chest cam on Gas Money Kid,
Kid throws $20 for gas and he gets a fucking titty can.
I'm not calling it that. While hunting for a half pipe, they find an old flood channel that feels suspiciously Southern Californian to me. But hey, it's got everything a skate video needs. Skinned cats, memorials to desecrate, and ghoulies-esque summoning pentagrams filled with...
Bunch of dog shit.
Oh yeah, oh no, that's only gonna summon ghoulies 4. Well, anyway, they get back to 100% in career mode so they can unlock Spider-Man. Cue the Goldfinger music. Nope, that'll get us a copyright strike. This shooting location wasn't actually in Mexico. It was shot in a Southern Californian ditch made to look like Tijuana. I knew it! They did go down to TJ for one day of shooting, though.
On the way back, the border official guy was just like, you guys are idiots. You took all this camera equipment down here, like, why would you...
Yeah, I'm surprised you're alive right now.
So am I. The kids briefly confused this segment for the last one.
Do you want to be immortal or do you want to be a giant vagina monster?
Then Jason gets injured and bleeds all over the culty graffiti. It gulps it down and summons an ooh-hoo witchy woman who must be having a party because she's brought some friends. Taylor tries to disarm her with his charming personality, but she one-ups him.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Hey, it's her quinceañera and she'll kill if she wants to. An Obi-wannabe Kenobi starts chanting, which gives this piece a nice oral texture, like being in an Enya video. More cultists approach the boys, and Danny starts an all-out brawl when he beats this MST3K observer to death with his skateboard. Oof, should have worn a brain bucket, brain guy. Jason was shown to have a gun earlier in the most charming way possible.
Ooh, son of a... fucktard.
And now he uses it to cap 2 cultists whose blood goes up in flames when it hits the painted symbols. Wait a minute, are these guys ass blasters? Well, that's a weird sentence if you haven't seen Tremors 3.
Oh, yeah.
The same reaction lights up Taylor, who accidentally spreads the fire to another cultist.
Not the movie I thought he was referring.
He finds a sword near a dead body that I'm assuming was shot and killed by Jason's off-screen gunfire, because these other 2 he shot did not have Hatari Hanzo swords. He then proves he's the one true King Skate by using the sword to weirdly decapitate a cultist from behind, kind of like slicing off more of his front. I don't know, but I love this head kick from Jason. Pop! The skater kids weren't actors. They were actually skateboarders recruited by Benson and Moorhead from skate parks. They looked for talented skaters who seemed natural on camera and took full advantage of it. In fact, one conversation in the segment was real, and the kids did not realize it was being recorded. Action director Vince Capone was happy to work with real skateboarders who did their own stunts.
They're not going to be dialed in.
Hey.
They're not going to be afraid to fall. If they fall, they'll know how to safely get themselves to the ground. And they're willing to go for it.
Yeah.
This money kid tries to ditch
Makes
the
sense.
brawl, but he's stabbed through the back by a sword and then dragged into a nearby storm drain. Tell Ratma we'll see him soon. Danny kickflips some blood from one cultist before offering him a drink, and then a bone marrow appetizer that he, oh Jesus fucking neck Christ, uses to brutally murder him. Oh, that's so messy. Who's gonna clean that up? Jason finally puts an end to the chanting by beating down the unmasked singer with his skateboard. He then turns on We Don't Play by Celebrity and kicks off a kill montage that takes out 5 more cultists. One guy's decapitated, another one is shot, and a third cultist is pistol whipped till he's bloody. Danny then beats a 4th one with his skateboard and is almost killed by another until he's rescued by Jason. The blood lights his face on fire, but he manages to wash it off with some, ew, gross, sewer water. Oh, there's probably poop in there. That
Surf's up, dude!
massacre puts the body count at
13, motherfucker!
minus Shaun of the Dead, of course. A bellowing from the beast below sends the remaining cultists running. What? Don't you like star whales, guys? Suddenly, their previously counted culty compatriots are resurrected into Oh, wait! No, those are bastard skellies. Oh, I see why James gave me this one. These bone daddies were unexpectedly foreshadowed earlier.
That's where the
Tyler Durden flash
the thumbnail comes in.
So now it's up to the He-Man to start fighting off these Skeletors. And just a reminder that skeletons don't go on the count, sentient or not. You can thank Army of Darkness for that. As for these skeletons, they were made by effects artist Vincent Guastini, whose work here was inspired by the Spanish film Tombs of the Blind Dead. They cleverly used a combination of miniatures shot against green screens and prosthetics that were filmed on set. I gotta give him props for that. Respect. Oh, this short might be growing on me. Danny nearly bites the dust, but Jason uses his Acme dynamite to blow up the bony burlap besieger, disproving a line from earlier.
Yeah, right. If it was life or death, you would have left me chilling.
Aw, great to see a good
friendship.
The skater boys say see you later, boys, and make a run for the border like they're in a Taco Bell ad, right past Murray the Skull.
Okay. 2 in 1, huh? Okay. Yeah, then. I get it. That was the best one, though. Was it the 4th one? I think it is. With the skeleton head. Yeah. Curse of Mooncannon, to be precise. More precise.
In the Flood Channel, Taylor somehow still hasn't gotten his kill graphic, but lucky for us, a guar-booted beastie is about to change that. The entity the cultists were trying to summon emerges, and we get a brief glimpse of it as it swallows Taylor and the camera whole. Gross and awesome. Back in LA, chaos has broken out across the city due to that video of Iris. Oh, Iris? Virus? I get it! It's been giving this 90s Living Dead Barbara a bloody nose. Kevin tries to hitch a ride with a passing taxi, which he actually saw earlier, along with that group of BMX bikers. $2! The taxi cab ignores him since it's currently being used to film an amateur porno. Nope! I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm not doing a taxi cab confession.
No, but please.
No, I have a kid. Ultimate excuse.
Yeah, this segment drips and sleaze like the original film, only it's got
I agree.
way worse acting from everyone involved.
Beautiful. That's it. Take it slow.
Slimebag director Lewis lets his model Lulu know he's on that Beatles schedule.
I do this 8 days a week, baby.
But Lulu's more of a Brian Wilson gal, so she pulls a gun on the guy. Turns out Lewis previously filmed her and posted her nudes online, so she's here to get revenge by making him strip instead.
My tits made you money, so now I'm here for my cut.
Ugh. This is the worst scene of the worst segment of the worst VHS movie. It has appropriately enough porn-quality acting, and not even the actors enjoyed doing it.
For me, it was really awkward and uncomfortable.
Oh, funny. It's the same for us. Actress Noelle Ann Mabry there has quite the horror credits. She was in 3 separate Evil Bong sequels, credited in each one as a crack whore. And she...
What the... How many of these, Evil Bong movie there are? I know about, let's say, 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, I'm sure there are more.
Played one of Morella's victims in the worst horror movie I've ever seen, Veronica. Check out our commentary track cut down of that piece of shit on Dead Meat Presents.
Do you know spider's gonna come out of her boobs?
Oh, no!
Your tits, they're looking at me.
Lewis and his driver accomplice take back the upper hand, and the bastard tries to strangle Lulu to death. Suddenly, an airborne cop car crashes into the taxi, killing all 3 of the occupants and thankfully ending this interview. A blue screen takes us back to the LA River, the place where this movie began. It was a mere 80 minutes ago, but it feels like a fucking eternity. Originally, a 4th segment was meant to be included, called Gorgeous Vortex, written and directed by Todd Lincoln. It didn't make the cut, since inexplicably, it's not found footage at all. Like, the other segments take liberties with the format, but this one doesn't even pretend to be anything but a standard spooky short. Adding in the occasional VHS static doesn't change anything. It still looks like a perfume ad where a chick walks around in heels and gets a DEXA scan by weirdos in cult masks. Honestly, I didn't think there could be worse segments than the ones we got, but man, I couldn't even finish watching this one. Kevin eventually finds the ice cream truck blasting Road to Joy. You know, that song from the Stars commercials.
Must have been really bad if that was a cut from that movie. Movie that has already really bad segments.
He also finds the bloody remains of that BMX biker boy who got stuck to the truck earlier. Kevin hears Iris calling for help and runs to save her, discovering the driver is just a pair of severed hands. But hey, dude could be walking around hands-free somewhere, and we never met him anyway, so I'm not gonna put him on the count. The back of the truck is filled
Jurassic Park
series staple. Tons and tons of TVs. Turns out this truck is carrying a mother load of messed up tapes. Damn, Gregory Tudor got into some weird shit. Iris pops up on one of the screens and tells Kevin to upload all the videos to the internet. All he's gotta do is flip that little toggle. So what is that? Like an early Stream Deck or something? When he refuses, she starts bashing her head bloody against the wall, until he relents and initiates the upload to save her life. Iris doesn't stop though, and laughs as the truck transfers I'm sorry. What the fuck is going on in this segment? Kevin stumbles out and discovers the real Iris, who's been dead this whole time. Ooh, what a twist, or whatever. He retrieves the phone stuffed in her mouth and watches the screen, which gives him a nosebleed of his own. Ode to Joy reaches its conclusion, and the movie finally fucking ends as the whole city goes haywire. How many victims were eviscerated by this viral outbreak of violent vlogs? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Hey. No more of these murder tapes, okay? I'm not giving you this.
How'd you do that?
Editing.
I mean, yeah.
Hi patrons, it's Executive Assistant Fiona here. Unfortunately, the team is super busy, or in Ben and Tim's case, kind of, sort of dead. But anyways, today I thought I'd show you how I capture one of our videos. And I have this handy dandy little GoPro here to help me. So first thing I do is open up the video on YouTube. And this week we're releasing the Wonka kill count. So I basically just pull up the video and start typing.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made.
Ow. What the hell?
The keyboard biter? What the? Bitter? Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm James Denise, and today we're looking at Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, I know that a lot of people don't consider this a horror movie. Fiona, what was this? Fiona, can you schedule the cleaners?
Was that a yes?
We counted 49 kills in VHS Viral, with the victims consisting of 41 men and 8 women. That gives us this trending page pie chart, but the movie falls just short of VHS 2 in terms of kills. I blame the segment that got cut. This was the first VHS where every segment had at least one kill, and Vicious Circles became the deadliest wraparound of the series. With a runtime of 81 minutes, VHS Viral had a kill on average every 1.65 minutes. And with 4 segments, including the wraparound, we had an average of 12.25 kills per segment. We'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to Alternate Alfonso. Parallel Monsters is the strongest segment, and even though I may not love the gestating genitalia, it makes for a unique and bloody climax. Wink. Dol Machete for lamest kill will go to Dante the Great.
I get it.
You can tell that it's literally just a guy snuggled up under that cape in there.
And that's it. VHS Viral came out in 2014 to pretty negative reviews, obviously.
Well, thankfully the
Expected.
franchise got a fresh start with VHS 94.
We'll look at that in 2 weeks to kick off October. But until next time, I'm James A. Janice.
I'm Chelsea Rebecca.
I'm a man who was twice dropped by The Collective, the agency that produced these films.
Sucks. And this has been The Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
I Spy with My Little Eye, a movie that begins with the letter T.
These hills are full of iron.
Yeah, close, but not quite. It's The Hills Have Eyes, a road trip movie for the whole family.
What?
Specifically, the Carter family, who are driving through the desert on their way to L.A.
You sure as hell off the beaten track for that.
Unluckily for them, their RV breaks down smack dab in the middle of Cannibal Canyon.
That was a bad mistake.
Wes Craven's second horror film is a bleak and bloody bad time. It's got torture, rape, and animal death, and is overall a miserable affair.
Why are you doing this?
Because it's a classic and a damn fine horror movie. It wants to make you feel bad, and it does. So, if you're in the mood to ruin your night, watch the original The Hills Have Eyes.
Is that too much to ask?
And on Friday, call all your friends over.
Katie! Movie!
And watch The Kill Count, only on Dead Meat.
The Hills Have Eyes can currently be watched on the pictured streaming platforms. Dead always recommends you watch the movie for yourself before its kill count. It's the only way to have your own properly informed opinion. Kill counts are never meant to replace the experience of watching a film.
Thanks a lot for watching this Kill Count on VHS Viral. You know, the more that we learned about the segments, though, I feel like the more we kind of liked them.
I just like anything about magicians. I love magic.
Yeah, the filmmakers are actually really good on mine.
As always, it's hard to hate something when you learn the work that went into it, I feel. Shout out to Executive Assistant Fiona, who is not dead. She did not die. for real, she's alive. Fiona really helps run the company, keeps us sane.
I mean, obviously.
By helping us with tasks from walking Molly to keeping our calendars.
Schedule, yeah.
Yep. She does the captioning for the videos that everyone appreciates so much. She does the
decorates the set.
Yeah.
Set deck. Yep.
She is a master of all things, and she warms your heart anytime you see her, and she gives you that little Fiona's wave. She's just so happy.
My favorite one is when she's doing that, then turns into a zombie. And don't hug me, I'm scared.
Oh, hi, Molly.
Molly loves Fiona too.
She does, actually. She always runs downstairs and checks where she is.
And yeah, thanks to Ryan Ward for that amazing blood effect on there, and all the folks that pulled together to shoot these to the numbers tapes.
Thanks, everyone.
Be good people.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it just before I share my thoughts. Funny that they started October with 94, and I will end October with it. That's kind of funny. Okay. Anyway, yeah, cool. Well, the movie wasn't as cool, but the video was, and yeah, I feel like that little comment about liking more or something as you know more about it, yeah, that checks out and makes sense also. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll agree with the two awards too, and yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, so as usual, don't forget to support and subscribe to Then Me. The links will be in the description for the video and the channel. And subscribe to my channel also if you want more content. There are Then Me reaction for a while at least, until I get around all the VHS movies, or if there's any interesting one that comes out along the way. But yeah, until I finish the VHS, there will be Then Me's reactions, and yeah, so we'll go over October, that's for sure. And yeah, what else? Did I say this was on every Friday? If I didn't, yeah, so that's the case. Basically reaction content every Friday, and yeah, a bunch of other things. If you want more, if you new or whatever, if you want more details on what I'm uploading on certain days, I'll refer you to my community posts. I think the last or second to last one has all the details on that thing, and yeah, yeah, that's about it. So I'll leave it here. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and a comment. Tell me if you watch the VHS and any of the VHS movie, or at least the first trilogy, or if you watch the new ones, and yeah. So anyway, have a good day or night, whatever it is when you watch this. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video, which is right after this one. So bye bye, and I'll see you later.